Hello. Good morning. I am back. I am back to continue my OC tier list. Oh my god, this is so long. And I can't believe Bones recorded his yesterday on stream and it only took him 5 hours? It's a lot of OCs. There's 400. I only did half and I streamed for 4 hours yesterday. I don't know. Maybe this last bit will go really quick. But we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. I was looking back at my decisions from yesterday. And there's some where, like, I'm struggling. I guess at the end I'll go back and I'll figure out what I want to change. But for now, we're good. I think. My god, there's so many. Oh my god. A lot of it's 9-point characters. I guess we have Honeywalls, 9-point, Magpie, Pretty Mouth, Sovereign. We have two of the RPs. We have the Lady Scientist RP. We've got the Magical Allergies. We've got the... Oh, what was it called? The Familiar, Witch Familiar RP. And we've got... Oh, Crow Story and the remainder of the Avo characters because there's like a billion of them. So I guess we'll get through it, you know? We shall try. Alright. I'm gonna get started. Enough intro. Okay. So, I wanted to grab a Tallow. So this is the God of Darkness. We were missing him. He's kind of up there for me. He's a bit of a blurbo. I like him a lot. Do I like him more than Rennie? No. Do I like him more than Morel? Kinda. Do I like him more than Viren? Yeah. He's kind of a blurbo. Even though he's evil and bad and the worst, but I love him. He's also my baby, okay? Don't judge, don't judge. We also have Aerith. So this is Aaron's dad from Avo. He appears in book 2 briefly. He's kind of a sweet baby. No, he's not a sweet baby. He's just really hot. He's just a really hot dad. Do I like him more than Morel? They're kind of equal. I'll put Aerith in here. He's just really hot. And Aaron's my sweet baby, so his dad is up there, you know? He fights fascists, he protects his son. He's great. Okay, now we can get into all of the frickin' spirits. There's 70. Okay. Let's just go. Okay, Serena. So she is not to be confused with my dog Serena. Different spelling. Serena is on the Dark Council. She's the, not goddess, spirit of the moon. She's a sad girly. She's a sad baddie. She's got like golden wings and like, I really need to draw her. She's beautiful. She's got like galaxy star patterns on her skin. She's got like blue skin. She's got all these like golden wings and like 4 arms, and she's also really depressed, understandably. She's up here. I like her a lot. Do I like her more than Ranger Devil? Yeah. Do I like her more than Wolf? Kinda. I don't think I like her more than Pebbles, but she's up there. Odar, my stinky man. He's kind of... Okay, I have a complex relationship with Odar. He is my boy. He's my boy. He's stinky. He's on the Dark Council. He's the spirit of decay. He's a stink. He's kind of the worst. Like, he's a petty little baby. But he's like my petty little baby. So he's kind of in the I hate them category. I need like I hate them, but I love them, you know? I think he's in Blorbo, honestly. Yeah, he's in like here. Do I like him more than Serena? Kind of. Just because he's so pathetic. I just like the pathetic ones. It's difficult. Okay, then we have Grim. He's on the Dark Council. He's the spirit of dread. I like him. He's like in here. Is he? He's in here. He's in here. Yeah. He's a Blorbo. He's Blorbo material, you know? Then we have Lavelle. I don't like Lavelle, but I do. Lavelle is Dark Council. I can't talk about Lavelle because it's kind of spoilery. They appear in book 2. Are they in I hate them? I do and I don't. Like, they're okay. Lavelle is okay. Yeah. Lavelle is okay. You know? Then we have Ballad. Ballad's on the Light Council. I love Ballad. Ballad's my baby. Ballad is baby. Ballad, where do you go? Ballad is just like feral. Ballad's a feral creature. Ballad is the spirit of soul. So like the opposite of Carvel, the spirit of mind. And Ballad's kind of up here. Ballad's like, yeah, Ballad's like in here. Ballad's like second favorite child. Not favorite child, second favorite, you know? We've got Arya. Arya is in the Light Council, Spirit of the Sun. Arya is pretty good. I like him. Yeah, I like Arya. I don't have strong opinions for Arya. She's just nice. O'Toole. I love O'Toole. O'Toole is... Hi, horse! O'Toole is... the spirit of... renewal? No. Yeah, I think renewal. Because, like, her opposite is Odar, who's spirit of decay. And she's on the Light Council. And I like O'Toole a lot. She's kind of up here. She's like, yeah, she's like right in here. She's a Blorbo. I love her. She's relatable. Essentially, Odar has a big fat crush on her, and she hates him for because he sucks. He's just like a bad person. He's just a pathetic little man who's just like weird and clingy. And she doesn't like him. Velsair. Velsair is up there. Velsair is on the Light Council. He is Spirit of Clarity. He's opposite to Visette. Yeah, he's like in here. He's really cute. I don't have strong opinions on him, but he's a Blorbo. I love him. I think about him and I go, oh, my baby. Serval. Serval, or Serval, is Spirit of Purity, opposite of Aurora. I don't like him. He's kind of like, he's not in the I hate them category, but he's like, I don't like him. You know? He's down here. He's kind of a butthead. Crow. Crow is good. Crow is... Oh no, he's Spirit of Clarity. Yeah, sorry. Serval is purity, Crow is clarity. So he's opposite of Nikki. He's okay. I like him. I don't have crazy strong opinions. I like him. You can go here. We have Dove. Dovey. I love Dovey. Dovey is... What's he spirit of? Spirit of... Oh, I can't remember the word, but he's the opposite of Grim. So Grim is like spirit of dread. Dove is like spirit of joy or whatever. Spirit of happiness. Spirit of hope, maybe? Dovey. 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 Yeah, Dovey's like in here. Is he? I think he's like with Ballad. He's like down here. He's second favorite child. Man, last night Bones was doing his tier list, and I wanted to tune in and watch, but I'm not allowed. I like to tune in and watch if I'm awake when Bones is streaming. Usually I'm asleep, so I like to support and watch and be in on the fun, but I couldn't because it has to be a surprise. Elavive. Elavive is spirit of the day. She's on the Light Council. I like her. She's fine. She's like in here. She's like, it's like, I like them, you know? I like them. Orinar. I love Orinar. Orinar is on the Time Council. He's the spirit of fate. He's a bit of a know-it-all. He's like in here. He's not quite Blorbo, but I like him a lot. Everyone hates to talk to Orinar because he knows everything. I realized I could have been watching, but instead I fell asleep at work. No! Listen. What is it? The boss makes $1 while I make a dime. Therefore, I can take a nap on company time. Hell yeah. Vankilla. I like Vankilla. She's really cute. She's like with Orinar. They're like samesies. Vankilla's on the Time Council. She's like Viren, the Time God. She's like his right hand lady. she's cool. She's just a mom. She's a mom to all. Where was I? Vestrin Memories. I don't know much about Vestrin. I believe he's Tria's grandfather. I think he's okay. Yeah. I probably like him more than Serval. He's fine. He's down here. He's okay. Lyra. I like Lyra. Lyra's on the Time Council. I forget exactly what her title is. I think she's Spirit of Mortality. But because like all of the spirits, they're immortal. They were kind of like think like Greek gods. They just kind of like sprang out of whatever the god created them from, you know? They were like, oh, I need a spirit of this, I'll just make them. So they usually pop out fully formed. But Lyra was created as like a baby, and then she grew up like a human would. So she could like experience what she had to write about for the universe. I like Lyra. She's pretty cute. Yeah, she can go in here. I like Lyra. Isha. I don't really know much about Isha. Spirit of the Present? Yeah, I don't know much about him. They're okay. I don't know. Elisar. Spirit of Constraints. Again, a time spirit. I don't really know them. They're okay. Alwyn. Also Spirit of Constraints? No, Constance. I can't read. Alwyn, Time Spirit, Spirit of Constraints. Sorry, Constance. He's cool. I like him. He's kind of with Lyra. He only shows up in a couple scenes, but he seems nice. Oh, I missed Sion. So this is a Time Spirit, Spirit of Cycles. She seems nice. I don't know much about her. She's kind of same as here. I don't really know her, but she seems fine. I think I'll put Serval underneath because I don't really like him. I don't know him, but they're okay. Glissa. Okay, Glissa is a time spirit, spirit of scripture. I don't really know her. She like is a background character. But I have some fondness in my heart because I asked Bones to name her after my first ever OC, which was an elf named Glissa. So she's up here. Yeah. She just has a soft spot in my heart. Because I was like, Bones, can you name one of your spirits after my first OC? And he was like, hell yeah, sure. Verinar. Spirit of Stories. I love Verinar. I love him. He's an artist. He's kind of a sweet baby. Is he above Drac and Chroma? Maybe above Chroma. I don't think he's above Drac, though. He's kind of equal with Drac. I'll put him above so that I don't separate Drac and Chroma, because I love Verinar. Right? Isn't that so sweet? Tia, Spirit of Mountains. I don't know her. She's mentioned, but like she doesn't really show up. She's on the Fire Council. She's kind of with Serval. I don't know much about her. I think she's above Serval because Serval I've met in the story. I don't really like him. Tia, I kind of know about. She seems like a bad person, but I don't really know her. So she's okay. She's not in the I hate them category. The I hate them category is very strong. Nalu, Spirit of Stone. I don't know her. I don't know nothing about her. She's probably a dragon. Driselva. Oh wait, no, I'm mixing Driselva up with someone. Driselva has a very similar name to someone else. So Driselva is Spirit of Treasures. She's on the Fire Council. She's a dragon. She does speak in the story. She's meh. She's probably same as like Serval. She's kind of meh. I don't like her, but I don't hate her, you know? But I always mix her up with Vaseldra, who is a sweet baby. Ulne, Spirit of Smoke, again on the Fire Council. I don't know her. I feel like I should be putting the ones I don't really know down here. Isha. Sion I know. Vestrin I don't really know. Okay, yeah. So I should put the ones that I don't really know in the I don't know or care. Viol, Spirit of Summer. I don't know her. She's a dragon. Fire Council. Seems meh. I don't know. All the dragons and Fire Council, it's a bit of a running joke that they're all kind of jerks and no one likes them. They're just very ornery. They don't really get along with people who aren't also dragons, and dragons also fight each other all the time. So yeah. Arva, Spirit of Flames. I don't know her. I don't know nothing about her. Odes, Spirit of Ash. I don't know her. She's on the Fire Council. I know Bones wrote some little descriptions of them, so some of them have some cute stories. Like, I think Spirit of Ash. I think it's Spirit of Ash. It's either Spirit of Ash or Smoke, but one of them had, like, an immortal love that then they, like, had a divorce with. I think they were dating, like, someone on the Earth Council, and they kind of divorced. Damn, fighting each other all the time could be me. I know. See, I'm a girly who supports other girlies. The dragons, they're not a girl's girl, you know? Fen Keeley, Spirit of Passion. So she's again on the Fire Council. I don't know nothing about her. I'm sure she's passionate. Ralme, Spirit of Sight. She's on the Fire Council. I don't know her. Oof. Keldra, Spirit of Heat. I don't know her. She's on the Dragon Council. Sorry, Fire Council. You're not supposed to say Dragon Council, even though they're all dragons. Kara, Spirit of Civilization. Kara is a girly. So she appears in book 1 and other books in the series. She is on the Earth Council. Her final form she took is like a bear. I didn't realize there was this many. There's so many. There's like almost 400. Kara, she's like her final form is like a bear that's made of like stars and night sky. And she didn't give herself the ability to speak. She just wanted to go live in the woods and not talk to people. She's also kind of besties with Uncle Leo. I like Kara. She's up there. Yeah, she's like up here. She's a blorbo. I love Kara. How did you end up with so many? When are you drawing all of them? Oh my god. That's maybe the next step. I have to draw all of them. How did you end up with so many? So all of these characters, some of them, the ones we're going through right now, the spirits, are from the books of Avo, Bones' book / our comic. These are just kind of like background characters who like designed the world. They're like a pantheon of like gods kind of thing. They're spirits. They're like a step down from the gods kind of thing. And then other characters are from like RPs, other comics that we've done. There's just a lot. One day I'll draw all of them. I know for the spirits and all the Avo characters, yes, the tarot cards. You beat me to it. We want to make a tarot deck because there's 7 gods and each of them has 10 spirits, which makes enough for a tarot deck. So we're going to make a beautiful illustrated tarot deck one day. And they all have like cool like motifs because it's like spirit of forest, spirit of ocean, spirit of blood, you know, like they can each have a cool motif for their illustration. Okay, Elune, spirit of forests. I don't know them. Earth Council, they seem nice. Actually, I think Illywin does appear. Unless I'm mixing Illywin up with someone else. Connection, growth, sustenance, kin, scent, wellspring, metamorphosis. Nope, I'm not mixing him up. So this guy's actually like when Aaron and Tria go to the goddess's grove, there's this big glowy tree. That's Elune. So Ilune's good. I like Elune. They're okay. No, I like them. Yeah. Elune is good. Nyla, spirit of connection. I don't know Nyla. Earth Council. I don't know him. Melrin, spirit of growth. I don't know you. I don't know what you're up to. Earth Council. I don't know. Atha, sustenance. Earth Council. I don't know what you're up to. I don't know who you are. Rala, spirit of kin. I don't know who the heck you are. Get out of here. Rena, spirit of scent. I don't know you neither. Get out of here. Earth Council. Somina, Wellspring. Wellspring. Somina shows up in later books. I really like Somina. She's kind of my sweet baby angel. She's gotta be. I can't talk about her because she's spoiler. She's on the Water Council. She's one of the spirits. And she's so cute. I love her so much. I just want her to be happy. I'll put her with Feria. Do I like her? Yeah. Do I like her more? Do I like her more than Dawn? Maybe. Maybe. I'll put her with Feria. Cerulia! Okay, Cerulia's also in Sweet Baby Angle. Cerulia. I'll put her up here. Do I like her more than Veronart? No. Do I? Kinda. Okay, Cerulia she's in book 2. She's on the Water Council. She's Spirit of Metamorphosis, so she just like shapeshifts, but she can't control it like Nikki can. She just like, she transforms to what her body needs, and she's really cute. I like her a lot. She's a sweet, innocent baby. She usually shows up as a snake. She's a snake lady. Vaseldra! Oh, she is up here. She is a sweet baby ankle. She is... Yes. Yes. Vaseldra, so she's Spirit of Storms. She's a dragon. She's on the Water Council, though. She is like a big pink and aqua dragon that's like styled after an axolotl. And in her human form, she always wears like a big puffy dress. And she speaks like... She speaks like Middle English. She's all like thee and thou, and she's adorable, and she wants to be everyone's friend, and wherever she flies, there's a big rainstorm, and I love her. And she shows up in book 2, and she's the best. And she owns my heart. Lyric, Spirit of Rivers, so on the Water Council. Lyric does show up. I like Lyric. Lyric's good. Yeah, I'll put Lyric in with Saleya. Lyric looks like a big river otter that's like super long and has a bunch of legs and eyes. It's kind of like if a centipede and a river otter were merged. That's Lyric. And Lyric is cute. Hemlin, Spirit of Blood. I don't know you. You're on the Water Council, but I don't know nothing. I think they're like an axolotl that's all blood colored. I don't know. A lot of the Water Council lives in the ocean and you don't really see them. They're just doing their own thing, which is kind of a vibe. Ulra, Spirit of the Ocean. I don't know you. I think they're a big whale. Ona. I like Ona. Ona is Spirit of the Depths, so like the deep sea. Ona's up here. Yeah, Ona's like in here with Dove and Ballad. Ona's cute. Kellyan, Spirit of Frost. I don't know you. I've lost it. Where'd you go? You didn't come with me. I don't know you. I think they're a big turtle that's like floating around in the ocean. Lind. Oh, Lind is my man. He is out here hanging dong and we love that. He has to be with Vaseldra. Because they're true loves. Hold on, let me mute while I adjust my mic so I don't ruin all your ears. There. So Lind, he's true immortal loves with Vaseldra. He's part of the Wind Council. He's Spirit of the Sky. He's a big dragon. I think he's a big fluffy angel wing dragon, if I recall. Maybe I'm making that up. But, so all the dragons in Avo are women. Like all the dragons and then a lot of the dragon spirits. I think all the dragon spirits are also women. But he took the form of a dragon, but he's a fella. So he's a rare sight. A male dragon. But he's in love with Vaseldra. He's very stoic. He's very serious. He protects his lady love with his life. And they have spent like thousands of years just like hanging out together over the ocean, just being adorable. And I love Lind. He's my man's. It's one of my favorite like pairing types. Me and who? That could be me and you, Ors. We could go fly over the ocean for like 1,000 years. But they're like one of my favorite ship types where it's like, when one's really serious and one's really like bubbly and silly, that's them. Thea, Spirit of Autumn. Oh, I love Thea. She shows up briefly in book 2, I think, and she's just like an owl with like a creepy long neck and she just screeches. She's like up here. Yeah, she's like with Fidget. She's cute. Idra, Spirit of Breath. I don't know you. I don't know what you're about. You're on the Wind Council, though. Anathel, Spirit of Journey. I don't know you. But I know you don't stop believing. Visha, Spirit of Song. So we do briefly meet Visha. I like Visha. Visha's cool. They're kind of in the I like them, you know? Yeah, like down here. Yeah. Visha's cool. I won't spoil Visha's deal, though. Ilaris, Spirit of Sound. I really like Ilaris. Ilaris shows up in the books. They're like up here, I think. Maybe with Saleya and Lyric? Yeah. Yeah. Let's put Ilaris up with Titan. I like him. I like Ilaris a lot. I think I might rank every flag again to see my character development. Making tier list is long and really annoying because of all the scrolling. You ranked all flags once? Oh my god. Are you talking about like ranking the flag designs? I don't know if the tier has gotten pretty big. It really has. I have a lot of Blorbos. There's some where I'm looking back at it and I'm like, I might move them down. So at the end, I'll rearrange some things. I know Bones had more options than I made, but I don't know. Maybe at the end I'll make some different tiers if I discover like, oh, there's a bunch that like, I don't know, I feel a certain way about them. But let's just get them all in. So Dalra, Spirit of Motion, I don't know you. I don't know what you're about. You're on the Wind Council, that's all I know. Tenorar, Spirit of the Star. So Tenorar is Mirel's husband. I don't know much about him. He seems cool. I'll just put him like in here. He's like, I like him, you know? Yeah, I like him. Is that all the... Yeah, that's all the Avo stuff. Okay, we finished the Avo stuff. Woo! Okay, so let's go back to the top. Let's do Sovereign. Okay, so Sovereign was our first comic. It's a little fantasy comedy comic. And I have a soft spot for a lot of the characters. Let's see. So first we have Eris. He's my baby. He's a Blorbo. He's up here. Do I like him more than Nikki? He's like in here. Yeah. I love Eris. He's my boy. Eris is he was kidnapped as a child by accident by Zoltar. They got cursed by a witch. Zoltar was cursed by a witch to like be more considerate of other people's feelings, and so the witch cursed him to be stuck with Eris until he learned to like appreciate people and be nice. But Zoltar is a big jerk and just kidnapped Eris and has been dragging him along on his own business. So Eris is just grumpy and sad. And he takes no gruff from no billy goats. Raelle, Captain Raelle. I hate her. She's like, hate her complimentary. Yeah. Yeah. So she's definitely a Blorbo. She's, you know, a first character. So she was created by one of our friends in high school. So we started making Sovereign right out of high school. And it started as an RP with a friend. So our friend made Raelle. We kind of took her and then wrote her and made her a worse person. But she's like, so she's a captain of like a sky pirate crew. She's really full of herself and, she's kind of dumb. But she's got a lot of gumption. She's a big misogynist. But she grows. She learns her lessons, you know? Her whole flaw is she jumps into things without a plan. Zoltar! I love Zoltar. Is he top Blorbo? He might be. I love Zoltar. Zoltar, he was Bones' character, turned into the comic. He is a traveling magician. Zoltar the Amazing. He has a pet bunny that he keeps in all his many pockets. He eats candles. He's secretly a fire mage. He's actually... Big spoilers. You know what? I won't spoil. But he did kidnap a child. But he's just dumb and ornery and stubborn. And I love him. He's my big man. He's like a himbo if a himbo is evil, you know? Not evil, just like super selfish. Elias. Okay, Elias, I definitely have a big soft spot in my heart. He's kind of my sweet baby angel. Because he was my character from the RP. He's a big dumb idiot. He's not big. He's a tiny dumb idiot. I was busy clipping the video. Yes, I've always finished. But Elias, he's like the prince of the Dark Kingdom in Sovereign. All of the kingdoms have like an element. So he's a dark mage. He has powers over like night and darkness. He can see in the dark. He has tattoos that help him channel his magic. He gets kidnapped by Rael and the Sky Pirates because it turns out one of his advisors is trying to murder him and take the throne. And yeah, he's just really stupid and naive, and I love him. And he's really bad at magic. Basil. I love Basil. Basil Boo. Yeah, he's like with Rael. I like him a bit more than Rael, but so these two are in love. They're like childhood best friends, which is one of my favorite tropes. He's like the what are they called? What's the captain's like right hand? He's like the first mate. But anyways, he's the brains of the operation, and he is so tired of her being impulsive and doing all this stupid stuff. He's just so done with her. But they're in love. He came from a really rich family, and he ran away with her to become a pirate. The tattoo was a cool design choice. Thank you. It was a bad choice because it was hard to draw. But I still love the idea of like magical tattoos. That's something I've always liked. Percy, also known as Puppy. He's a soldier from Elias's kingdom. So his uncle who kind of raised him is the like captain of the guard, and his uncle hates him for no reason. He's a good kid. But he's really like he wants to follow the rules. He has no idea there's an assassination plan. He gets kidnapped by the pirates when he's trying to save Elias, and so he's kind of like hanging around trying to protect his prince. And he eventually befriends the pirates, and I like him a lot. He's up here. Do I like him more than Rael and Basil? No, I don't think so, but he's up here. I love Percy. Edvard, he's a pirate. He's just like he was originally just a background character. I'll put him here. He's up here with Percy. They're boyfriends. But basically he shows up and he's like, hey, stop being so stuck up and for the rules and stuff. And Percy's like, no, you're a stupid pirate. I hate you. And then they form a friendship and grow from each other, and they kiss. Albert's cute. He's in like second fave child status. Yeah. Albert, he's just one of the pirates. He's just dumb. He's the cook. He's just dumb, and I love him. The kids. Where am I going? I'm going too far. Olivia. She is the advisor who's trying to murder Elias. I have a soft spot in my heart for her. She's in like the I like him category, even though she's evil. Yeah, she's like in here. I like Olivia. She's just ambitious. She's just like, the royal family, like, they don't deserve what they have. I'm a better mage. I deserve to be in charge here. Like, she's evil and terrible, but I like her. Gracie. Gracie is the bandit queen. She is arch rivals with Raelle. I'll put her in here. I like her a lot. She's a Blorbo. So yeah, they're rivals. So like the pirates and the bandits are rivals. She's a lot like Basil. She's a lot more like serious and has a plan and is very competent. She gets a little blindsided by her rage at her rivalry, I guess, with Raelle. But she runs like a little girl gang of bandits, and I like her a lot. She's cool. Crazy Jim. So Crazy Jim was again a character by our friend who made Raelle, and he just like, he's just crazy. Sorry, this is very problematic. He used to be a pirate who, there's like a whole backstory thing about like a pirate ship crashing, and he was part of that crew. He was a doctor, and I think he got stranded and kind of lost his mind a little bit. So he's a little weird. He like hides in a barrel, but he's helpful and nice. I like him. Yeah, he's like in here. I like Crazy Jim. this RP is crazy. This is Captain Layson. Though the way his name is spelled, it should be Leeson. But I thought it's pronounced Lay. So he's Percy's uncle. He's kind of in the I hate him category. He's just a mean dad. He's like in with Bernard and Edith. Like, he's just a bad dad, and I don't like him. Crossian. Crossian he's like the prince of the Light Kingdom. They're called ambassadors because they're supposed to be like ambassadors to the gods. Skug. So Crossian, he's like the prince of the Light Kingdom. He's like besties with Elias. He's a himbo. But he's friends with Elias. He's up there. He's like in here. I love Crossian. He's dumb. He was also supposed to be like a ladies' man. He was like hitting on all the ladies. Oh shoot, what is her name? I forget her name, but I know who she is. She's from the Fire Kingdom. She's like the princess of one of the Fire Kingdoms. She's a jerk. She's like she's their okay kind of category. She was just like a prissy meanie. She's married to Robert, who's also one of the king prince ambassadors of the Fire Kingdom. She's just a meanie, but she's like inoffensive. Robert, there's two Roberts, by the way. This is girl Robert. Robert is up here. She's like, yeah, I like her more than Zoltar. She's a baby. I love Robert. Robert the Extraordinary. She's a contortionist and an acrobat. She met Zoltar when they were kids, and is like super in love with him. And then through the story, she learns like she don't need no man. She's all she needs. But she's adorable. One of the through lines with all the sovereign characters is that they're stupid. Everyone's dumb, and I love them. Robert, like I said, he's one of the fire ambassadors. He's really cute. I like him a lot. Yeah, he's like in here. I like him. This is the witch. What is her name? I think it's like Freya. She's okay. I like her. She's fine. Yeah. Yeah, let's put her above Tia. She's okay. She's the witch who cursed Zoltar and stuck Eris with him. She's just kind of she's a bit of just like I remember she just kind of shows up and exposits some things. She also, Elias's parents, the old like rulers of the kingdom, they had trouble like conceiving a child, so she helped them. So she knew about Elias, but I don't know. She's okay. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all the Sovereign characters. Okay. Let's move on to Pretty Mouth. Pretty Mouth was our second comic. We started it while we were working on Sovereign. It's like a horror romance. It was supposed to be like a play on a BL where like it starts off as like a typical BL and then it gets like weird and eldritch and like the I don't know. We were just playing around with tropes and stuff. Bones hates it because it has some flaws. The art isn't the best, the writing's not the best, but I have a soft spot in my heart for it. It was really fun to work on. Evan, do I put him in the I hate him category? So he's like one of the main love boys, you know, one of the boy loves. Bones is a hater, so true. Evan is peaked out. He's in the they're okay. He's like, I need a category for like I hate them, but like not actually. Cause the I hate them means like I legitimately think of this character and I'm like, they suck. I was screenshot on live stream. But yeah, Evan, he sucks. He's like, I feel bad because he's young. He's like 18 in the comic. He's very like, he has a lot of internalized homophobia. He's very selfish and like lashes out at people. So like, I feel bad for him. And he has like a very tragic arc in the story where he doesn't really learn his lesson in time. And we have maybe, this is a big maybe, we maybe have plans to do a sequel to Pretty Mouth where his story kind of finishes. But at the end of the story, he's not great. I don't really like him. Rizzo! Rizzo is the other boy, so he was supposed to on Evan, but Evan's a jerk. And Rizzo is a pure soft bean. He's like up here. I love Rizzo. Rizzo's baby. He's a sweet baby angel. He's just a darling. He was supposed to be like a play on the trope where like he's all suave and cool, but actually he's like a real big soft baby. He's also part monster. Oh my god, what's her name? What the hell? Why can't I remember her name? Help. Ramona. Ramona. So she is... Okay, so Pretty Mouth is weird. Evan, our little problematic fave, he was cursed by his witch ex-boyfriend where he got a bunch of mouths stuck on him. So he has a monster mouth named Hal that's on his chest, and he has Ramona's mouth on his neck. I love Ramona. Ramona's great. I love her too. She's in like the Blorbo category. Yeah, she's like in here. I like Ramona a lot. So Ramona, she does eventually kind of end up with Rizzo. Like Rizzo is bi. I think is she bi? I think she is, though it's not really discussed. But yeah. But anyways, so through the story they help her escape the curse as well. And she's just sassy and nice. She cares about Rizzo. Rizzo likes her. They're cute. Allie or Alicia. Alicia's really good. She's Evan's friend. She's kind of like his little Jiminy Cricket. She's like, hey, do the right thing. And he's like, no. But she's just nice. I like her. She's like second favorite child status. She's like in here. I like Alicia a lot. She's a sweetums. Silver. Silver's baby. She's probably in Blorbo? Yeah. 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 Silver, she's like a kid. She's like 13. She was cursed by a witch, gave her a bunch of eyes, so she has like prophetic powers because of it. She can like see everything. I guess she can't see prophecy, but she can like see everything because she's got this like elder god curse. She's wearing a bag to cover her crazy eyes, but she's just like a little dumb kid who's in over her head, and I love her. Ira, he sucks. I love him. He's like with Evan. So he's Evan's ex. He's like a witch. He's working with like elder gods. I feel bad for him because his family has been like kind of a line of witches, and witches in Pretty Mouth and Magpie, they're the same universe. They kind of get, he sucks. They get kind of bound up with like an elder god, and then the elder god kind of influences them to do bad things, and they also influence the elder god. It's like a whole thing, because elder gods don't really have desires. They take like humans' desires and then like twist them. So anyway, so he was kind of doomed from the start. He was raised by his mother, who was like a pretty bad witch, who did some nasty things, and then he continued to do nasty things. He abused Evan. He abused Ramona. He was also like two-timing with Ramona. That's how she got mixed up into it. And then he's the one who cursed Evan and kind of started this whole thing. He sucks, but I love him. I feel bad for him. So this is Ira's mom. So that's the really bad witch. I guess she goes in kind of the I hate them. She sucks. She's probably in the same situation as Ira, where she probably was like raised to kind of like follow the elder god, but she sucks. Oh. This is Ira's little sister. She can go in I like 'em. Because I feel bad for her. I don't really know much about her. All I know is that, so Ira's mom and dad had two babies. They had Ira, and Ira they kind of raised to be like the witch heir. And then the sister, they just like tortured her and like starved her in the basement kind of thing, and taught Ira to like be cruel to her. So she's just an innocent baby. And I'd put her higher if I knew more about her, but baby. She deserved better. Pretty Mouth is a horror comic. There's bad things that happen. Oh, Evan's mom? I hate her. She's in with like Edith and Bernard from Avo. She's just an abusive parent. She's very homophobic. She's abusive. She taught Evan everything she knows. She sucks. This is Ethan. This is Silver's older brother. He doesn't really show up much in Pretty Mouth. He would be a major character in the sequel if we ever continued it. He's okay. I don't know much about him, but he's fine. And this is Sam, who is Silver's other sister. I think she's younger than Silver. Same deal. She'd appear more in the sequel if we ever get around to it, but she's fine. Hal the Trickster. He's in the okay tier. He's an elder god, so he's the trickster. So he... there's a lot of lore stuff that I can't really get into because it's kind of spoilery for Pretty Mouth and Magpie. But he's an elder god. He basically, like, he's a bunch of mouths and arms, and he just kind of, like, eats things. And he used to have, like, a bunch of eyes that he, I think were taken by Monster Dad. Anyways, yeah, he's just a troublemaker. He's just kind of causing pain for fun. Because he's a creepy elder god. He kind of took over Ira's family and influenced them. He's working with the witch, who's like one of the villains in Pretty Mouth. I have trouble hating him because he's kind of a force of nature. Where like, he sucks, but he's not like evil as a choice. It's like being mad at a hurricane, you know? So he's okay. Sometimes bad people exist in the world and have negative influence on others. Yeah. The witch is kind of the same. So the witch is kind of like the next step of like Ira's family, where she got really entwined with Hal. and really lost her humanity. She spent a lot of time just like murdering children back in the way long ago. And she's just trying to like kill Monster Dad, who's Rizzo's dad, who's a very sweet elder god. She sucks. I think I'll put her here. I don't know why I hate her more than Hal. I think it's the same as Ira's mom, where it's like you had a choice not to do this, but you still did it. You know? Whereas like an elder god is just like a force. Monster Dad. Oh, he's up here. Monster Dad. Monster Dad. He's up here. He's definitely a Blorbo. He's an elder god. He's called the Consumption. So his whole deal is just like he sits there and just eats things that like wander into him. He's like a big pile of goo with like mouths and eyes and like melted body parts. He's Rizzo's father. So Rizzo is a human that, for unknown reasons, was intermingled with Monster Dad and then became influenced by Monster Dad, but also became his son. So I guess he's like no, he's not a witch. I guess, I don't know. I'd have to know more about Bones' plans, but he's part human, but he's also part Monster Dad. But he's not like a witch where he has like influence from Monster Dad. But because he's human, influenced Monster Dad and like taught him to love. He toned down after having a son. Yeah, he used to be a lot more just cold and uncaring, but then he had his son and it taught him to love, and now he's very sweet. And he mostly just protects his son. He doesn't really like humans, especially because they're really mean to Rizzo. He suffers from a lot of like discrimination because he's a weird monster. Monster Dad is a homie. We love him. He loves his son. And that's Pretty Mouth. So now we're on to Magpie. So Magpie is the prequel story to Pretty Mouth. It's the same universe. It takes place in the 80s, so like before Pretty Mouth. Pretty Mouth happens in like the 2010s. And everyone's trapped in like a snowy town that's being influenced by an elder god called the Magpie. So, we have Amanda. She's our main. She's a big lesbian. I love her. She's a sweet baby. She's a sweet baby. Do I like her more than Elias? Yeah, but I don't like her more than Rizzo. She's my baby. I will protect her. She's very serious and stoic. She's very alone. She's gay in a homophobic small town. I love her. Amanda, my baby. Trixie. Trixie's going right beside Amanda. They're like equal. Trixie is her girlfriend. She just shows up in town, which is weird because it's like a town where no one goes in or out. But she's just like a ray of sunshine. She's so adorable and sweet. Big lesbian. We love her. Dennis. I love Dennis. He's also up here. He's in here. He's in here somewhere. Dennis is Amanda's dad. He's blind. He has dealt with elder gods and witches before in his childhood. His father was like a witch to... Actually, he was a witch to the Consumption before Monster Dad became Monster Dad, so when he was a lot more mean. But Dennis got rid of their elder god deal, so he escaped, but his father blinded him. Gave him brain damage, unfortunately. So now he can't always see because of his brain damage. But he's a good dad. He loves his daughter Amanda. He's gay. His one crime is that he's cheating on his wife. He's gay in a homophobic town, and he's dating Chris, who is another fella in town, behind his wife's back, which isn't cool, but otherwise he's a very good dad. Oh. Margie. Margie's up here. I like Margie. She's a sweet baby. Margie is Dennis's wife. She's adorable and sweet. She's Amanda's mom. She's a person of color in a really small racist town in northern Canada. And she also has a big Weinstein birthmark on her face, so she gets ridiculed for her birthmark and her race, unfortunately. So she has a lot of trouble with like conforming to this like horrible little small town, which makes her behave badly sometimes. But I really like her. She's really sweet. She's a good character. And I feel bad for her. Hey, Dashman. Magpie. Magpie. So this is the elder god that is controlling the town. She's in love with Amanda. And I'm like, girl, do not break up the OTP. She's kind of with Hal. I like her because she's kind of dumb. Do I like her more than Evan? No, but I like her more than Ira. She's like in the okay, but I like her. I like her because she's dumb. She also sucks. She's in there okay. Did you just call it? She is dumb. She's a dumb bird. I love her. She's stupid. Finch. That's her name. I always called her Fidget. Finch. So this is Magpie's witch. So she is, so she's influenced Magpie. Magpie's influenced by her. She's a dumb baby. I like them. She's like up here. Yeah. I like them. No, she's more than that. She's special. She's like up here. Yeah. She's just going up and up. Okay, yeah, here. Finch, she's just... I feel bad for her. Why she remind me of a donut? Because she's a donut. Finch, she comes across really bad because she's very badly behaved. She's quite a temper. But for things I can't spoil, I really like her. I feel bad for her. And she's secretly a sweet baby. Okay, don't give up on Finch. Chris. So Chris is Finch's older brother. Where'd you go? Chris, come back. No, I don't hate you. Come back. Chris is up here. He's like in here. Yeah, he's like with Marty. He's a sweet baby angel. I love him. He's Dennis's boyfriend. So like bad boy. Help you are the other man. But he's really sweet. He's Finch's older brother. So he's kind of taking care of her. He's messed around with the Magpie a bunch. Like she messes with him. But he's just really sweet. He's kind of lost his mind a little bit. He's got a lot of anxiety, rightfully so. He's bad at speaking with people because the Magpie, part of the way she set up the town is that everyone hates him and his family. So he just has a really hard life, but he's very, very sweet. We also have a headcanon. It doesn't appear in the story, but in our headcanon, he's probably trans. He's probably a trans woman or like non-binary. If he was in a society where he could express himself, that's probably the identity. But it doesn't come up in the story, so that's just a headcanon from Bones and I. So I love Chris. Dylan, also known as Pickle, because he's Dill. I love Dylan. Dylan, he can go in with, where did I put Durin? No, he's more, this is hard. I love Dylan. Dylan. He can hang out with Chris. Blorbo. Ooh. It's so hard to choose where they go. Because Dylan, he's He's baby. Sweet baby upgrade. What happened to the Elden Ring streams? I got busy and then I had a cold for a little bit. They have moved over to our gaming channel. It should be linked in our profile. If you go to our channel, it should be Bones and Ushi is the channel name. I've done a couple since, but I've just been busy. I'm gonna get back into them. I want to do more. Yeah. Should have been Ushi and Oars, you're right. Just streams of us flying over the ocean. Dylan, he's raised by Chris. He's Finch's son. I don't think that's a spoiler. So Chris is his uncle, but he kind of sees Chris as his dad, you know, father figure. And he is just like horribly abused by the magpie, and he's a sweet, innocent baby, and he deserves the world. Amanda also babysits him, and he bites, but that's okay. Tammy's definitely a sweet baby angel. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Tammy, I love her. She's terrible. She's like the archetypical bully in the story. She acts really homophobic and mean. She bullies Amanda, but she's really a sweetheart, okay? She's sweet. And I don't think this is actually real, but in my head, she's dating Amy, who is her best friend. Amy. So Amy is best friends with Tammy. She's also kind of a bully character, but she's really a sweetheart. So in the Magpie Town, because of the Elder God curse, all of the men snap and try to annihilate their families. So she was a victim of that. Her father murdered her twin sister and then tried to murder her and her mom, but her and her mom survived. The father did not. But she lost her jaw because of being attacked. So she has a disability. We love her. She's besties with Tammy. In my head, they're dating. Interesting choices. Chris is my whole world. I couldn't take it when he got her. I know. I love Chris. So this is Sammy, because it's Sammy and Amy. Sam is the twin sister who unfortunately was murdered by their father. I don't really know her, but I'm sure she's sweet. Yeah, she can go in here. I like them. She's good, but I don't really know her. Walter. Go suck a dick, Walter. Walter is, Amy's boyfriend. He's a nobody. He sucks. I hate him. He's poopy. He's a nothing burger, okay? Oh shoot, what's her name? I forget her name, but she's Trixie's grandmother. She's also the town therapist. And she's a huge gossip. Who ordered this empty cup? Yes. I feel bad for her. She's probably in like the they're okay kind of category. Where like, I feel bad for her. She's affected by the town and that it's curse and stuff. But she probably could have been nice. She's kind of like an old-timey grandma. Bernadette, thank you. Thank you, cheese. Wait, no, Bernadette's the mom. Bernadette is Trixie's mom. And then she's Bernadette's mom. There we go. But I forget her name. It's not Susan. It's not Debbie. It's not Anne. What is it? Lori? Laura? I don't know. Anyways, Trixie's grandma. She takes care of Trixie. After her mom died, she took in Trixie. She's kind of a bad person, but I feel bad for her. Bernadette, which is Trixie's mother, who escaped the town, but then unfortunately passed away, leaving Trixie orphaned. Yeah, she's probably like, I like them. I feel bad for her. I don't know too much about her, but I feel bad. This is Debbie. She's one of the moms. She's kind of a jerk. She's like down here. She's like, they're okay. I don't really like her. She's kind of meh. She's a bit of a jerk, but she's also affected by the town to become a jerk, so I don't really know what she's like. Then there's her daughter. I think it's Susan. Susie? I don't know nothing about her. She's fine. She's just a kid. This is... Oh my god, what's her name? This is Tammy's mom. She's a jerk. She's two-faced and gossiping, but I feel bad for her. I'll put her in like the they're okay. I like her more than the grandma, but she's kind of sucks. Maybe here. This is Doyle. So this is Tammy's dad. He snapped, as you can see in this picture of him, he snaps and tries to murder some people. I don't really like him. He sucks. This is Anne. So this is Amy's mom. I like her more than the other moms. She does suck though. She says some racist remarks, so maybe she should be down here. I think I like Evan more. Okay. All the moms can be together. But yeah, she sucks. This is Brad. This is Amy and Sammy's dad who tried to murder them. He seems nicer. So it's a curse of the town that affects them. So he seemed like a nice guy, but then he snapped and murdered his family. So I don't really like him. Oh, Nana. This is Amanda's grandfather. He's really sweet. So he passed away when she was little, but he used to take her on trips. He's Margie's father. He's an immigrant from India. Actually, Margie's also an immigrant from India. She came to Canada from India. But he's really sweet. He's kind of a blorbo. Yeah, he's like in here. I like him a lot. He's really sweet. He's a good character. I heart Anne, even though she's kind of poo. I know! He's a sweet grandpa, and I love a sweet... Oh, God. Let me guess. Bones put this in his top tier. This is Dada. So this is Dennis's father, who attacked him so hard he gave him brain damage that left him blind. He sucks. I hate him. I know Charlie and Bones like him because he's supposedly hot. I hate him. I like him more than Soriel. I like him more than Walter just because Walter's a nothing burger. But Dada sucks. He's bad. Okay? He's a misogynist. He's an abuser. He hurts his child. He sucks. I have to know. Bro is chopped. There's nothing attractive, right? They love him because he's like a nasty man who lives in the woods and he's all grizzled and they love that. But he sucks. Okay, is there any Magpie Pretty Mouth characters I'm missing? I don't think so. Okay, let's move on to Ninepoint. So Ninepoint is our fantasy epic about cat knights. Go read it. It's my favorite comic of ours. Let's start with Marble. So Marble is our main character. He is a calico cat. The calico cats are oppressed by the cat knights for lore reasons. They think calicos are monsters. He was raised by raccoons far away from cat society. He thinks he's a raccoon because his mom kind of lied to him to make him feel better. He's a blorbo. He's a baby. Yeah, he's like in with Elias. Yeah, I love Marble. He's a baby. He's like 8 at the current point of the comic. He's gonna age. Our goal with Ninepoint is to have it be like a story that lasts many years, so a lot of the characters are gonna grow up. Puff is a raccoon. He's friends with Marble's stepdad, who is a raccoon. Judging. Less than the Mean Girls. Okay, I'll put him above the Mean Girls. He's kind of equal with them. Oh, but he's a sweet baby. You can go with Rizzo. He's my sweet baby. Hello, Ramon. Puff. Puff is a blorbo. I like Puff a lot. He's really sweet. Yeah, you could go in like here. Puff, yeah, he's friends with Marble's stepdad. He's part of their raccoon gang. He's sweet. He's a nice guy. He's the voice of reason, and nothing bad happens to him. Mitzi! Mitzi's a sweet baby. Mitzi. Mitzi. Okay, I kind of love Mitzi. I think I might move these guys up. Honestly. Yeah, I think that's good. Do I like Celine? I like Celine. She's kind of equal here. Do I like Feria more than them? Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Mitzi, she is a cat knight in training. She's also a kid. She's like 14. Her dream is to murder calicos. She's been raised on the cat propaganda. And she's adorable. Lace. So Lace is the princess of Ninepoint. She's head of the Ninepoint Empire. Well, not head. She's the princess. Her father, the king, and her mom, the queen, are in charge. She's 8 as well. She's a baby. She's like in here. Yeah, she's baby. She has to deal with ableism. She is a white cat with blue eyes, and because of the magic system in Ninepoint, that means part of her is in the spirit realm, so she's deaf because of her blue eyes and her white fur, so she can't hear in the physical realm, but she can hear in the spirit realm. So she's currently being taken to the spirit realm to like train with her white cat powers. I know so many people thought something was wrong with the comic because when she shows up, all the bubbles are blank because she can't hear, because she's deaf. But I love her. Baby. Oh, Princess Ice. So this is Lace's little sister. She's up here. She's up here. She's a baby. I kind of like her a lot. She maybe is up here with Marple. I should move Lace higher. I like Lace a lot. Yeah. No. I don't know. It's hard. But Ice is her little sister. She's Angie. She's an Angie little kitty. And I really like her story, as you will see. Penny. Penny is Marble's adoptive mother. She is a raccoon. She's the baby. She's like in here. I love Penny. She's a sweet baby angel. She has a little, you can see it in the picture, she made a little shawl out of Marble's fur. So it's all calico colored. She loves her son. Ember! He's up here with Penny. He's a sweet baby. He's a sweet baby. Ooh. I love Ember. Ooh. Ember. Ember is Marble's stepdad. He's dating Penny. He's a raccoon. He's a cool guy. He's a cool, adventurous fella. I love him a lot. He's great. He runs a raccoon gang. Sprout is part of the gang. He's part of Ember's gang. He's the youngest member. He's up here. I like him a lot. He can be with Puff. He's with Puff. Sprout is adorable. What I love about Ember, his girlfriend Penny, real. Matches. Matches is part of the raccoon gang. He's friends with Ember. He is my sweet little autistic man. He does not speak. He's probably nonverbal. But I love him. He's a scrungly man and I love him. He gets the job done. Mrs. Twig. So she is part of the raccoon village. So the raccoons, they live in like separate societies, the men and women. It's very like gender segregated. So all the women tend to live in a village together, and that's where they raise the babies. And the boys tend to live outside of the villages in like groups, like gangs. And then they'll like meet up with the women to like have relationships and stuff, but they're not really allowed in the raccoon villages, the lady villages. So Mrs. Twig is like an older lady, and she's always like, boys stay out, no boys. I like her. Yeah. She's fine. She's like in here. She's a minor character. Dusty the coyote. So he's a coyote who lives near Penny and the raccoons. He's battled with her. And by that I mean he's usually selling things he's not supposed to, and Penny tells him what for. But he's just like, he's a little sleazy salesman. I like him a lot. He's a blorbo. He's a blorbo. I like Dusty. I'll move him up. Yeah. Dusty. Everyone loves a sleazy salesman. Yes. Sir Feathercatcher. So this is Sir Feathercatcher the Blue. He's a knight for the Ninepoint Empire. He is mentoring Mitzi. She has become his squire. He's a grump and a meanie. Boy, I love him. You be with Dennis. You'll see. I love his story. He's also really gay. He wouldn't tell you. He's very stoic and does not talk about love, but he's a gay man. Grumpy man heart. Oh no, it's Lady Larkbane, that's her name. This is a mean cat. She's a knight for the Empire. She is tracking down Marble to murder him. Yeah. I feel like she should maybe go in I Hate Her. I just don't have strong feelings about her right now. She's okay. Peaches. Okay. Peaches is the same deal. He's also a knight. He's like partners with her. Not like romantic, but like they work together. I like him. He is evil. He's trying to murder Marble, but I like him. You just look at that little face. Hello, welcome. The top tier has so many purples and pinks. Does it? Oh shit. That is kind of my favorite color scheme. So that's why. King Mittens. Okay. He might go in the I Hate Him, but okay, and the reason he'd go in I Hate Him, he's the king of the Ninepoint Empire, so they're doing like a colonialism. They do really awful things all in his name. So he should be like down here with the fascists. But been at this a while, yes. Hello, Winter. Hello, Disman. But he also like cares about his kids, so he gets to be in the they're okay, just because he has some good dad points. He's not a perfect dad. He does some things I don't really approve of, but he cares. And then there's Queen Snow. So she's the queen. Same vibe. I like her less than Mittens. She, again, she's kind of like the head of the kingdom. It's like the queen that is the like the head of state kind of thing. Rate someone or just fan art. These are all my original characters. So these are from some of our comics, some of our RPs that I have with my husband, who's also the writer of our comics. Right now we're going over our comic Ninepoint. Sovereign and Scourge do have similar names, so I get it. I started that comic, but I'd like to finish it. I want to reread Pretty Mouth and catch up to Magpie. Oh yeah, thank you, Rat. That's sweet. Too smooth. Same. Wars. Listen, I don't remember half my characters' names. I do like the Magpie. That one's really good. Ninepoint's my current favorite. Queen Snow, she is head of the empire, doing colonialism, doing horrible things to people, all in her name. I like her less than Mittens because she does some kind of mean stuff to her children. Same as him, like they're not the best parents, but they do care. They're just dumb. It's not like Evan's mom, where like she's hateful. They're just like, they're just misinformed parents. You know where they care about their kids, but they are bad. You know? Ooh. So this is Brother Flossie. So he's one of the white cats. So he lives in the spirit realm. He like teaches young white cats how to use their powers and communicate with people, because a lot of them are deaf because they're part of their bodies in the spirit world, all that magic stuff. He's lovely. He's a Blorbo material. He's lovely. Yeah, he's like in here. He's just a nice man. He's a little nerdy teacher. He likes to yap. So this is Mr. Buttons. So this is essentially Sir Feathercatcher's butler. I like him. He's nice. He's nice. He's kind of mean. He's very mean to Mitzi at the start, but he's a sweet guy. Pepper? Yeah, Pepper. Pepper! He's a cat, but he looks like a Bidoof, which I cannot deny. I cannot deny the rumors that he looks like a Bidoof. He is a sweet baby. He's probably a Blorbo. Yeah, he's like in with Floss. No, he's like up here. He's in with the raccoons. He is Mitzi's friend. He's another page, training to become a knight. He is a seal point. So he's not really needed. Like seal points, their magic has to do with their fur color. His kind of magic isn't really necessary because they're not really at war with other cats. But he's just a sweet baby. He's very supportive and nice. I like him. Valerian. Valerian is she's in the spirit realm. She is a calico, who gives Lace a warning that there's like bad stuff coming, and they need to find a male calico who may or may not be Marble. She is cool. I like her a lot. She's probably like second favorite child status. Yeah, she's like in here. I like Valerian. She's very cool. Oh, these are all kittens that are from Mitzi's class. They have names. Like, I think this one, no, this isn't Ghost. I forget what her name is. These are like, I don't know you, but you're cute. I'll put them like in here. They could be in here. It's like, I don't know you, but you're cute. This is Mitzi's teacher. Same deal. I don't know you, but you're cute. Admittedly, she is teaching all the kids to murder calicos. So maybe you should go down here. I don't know you, but you're cute. Oh, Sir Bear Claw. Not Black Paw. Bear Claw. It's because he's the Black Knight. So he is a knight of the Ninepoint Empire. He is kind of an honorary knight. He's a black cat. So most of the knights are pointed cats, meaning they have like the, you know, the gradient where they have like the dark nose and it goes to like lighter fur. A lot of people think it's like Siamese cats, but any cat can have a point. It's like a form of albinism. And because of them having a point, it gives them like a special magical power in this world. He is a black cat, so he's able to like steal souls from people. But he essentially came from a poor family, became a knight because he was so cool and talented. And he is convinced there are monsters that are coming to destroy the kingdom. He's kind of crazy. He's not actually crazy. Yeah, he's in here. He's sweet baby ankle status. I like him a lot. I love Bear Claw. This is Lady Pretzel. She is a knight. She's friends with Feathercatcher. She's like in with here. Like, I don't know you super well. You're okay. I probably shouldn't like you, but you're okay. This is Sir Strudel. Same deal. So he's another knight. He's friends with Feathercatcher. I don't know much about him. I don't love him. He's fine. This is Mrs. Buttons. So this is the wife of Mr. Buttons. She works for Feathercatcher. She's nice. I like her. All the names for the cats are the best. Lady Macron the Seal. She's the same kind of deal as these guys. I don't really know her, but she's fine. She's a knight. Lady Madeline the Blue. Same deal. I don't know you, but you're probably fine. Lord Baguette. I know a little bit about him, and I hate him. He's out here doing a genocide. He can be down here with the fascists. I mean, all the knights are technically doing genocides, so they probably should be down here. Baguette just, like... part of his job is just extra bad. I don't like him. Even though all the knights are technically doing colonialism and oppressing the wildlanders, who are, like, non-cats. So. Lady Sparrowheart the Seal? Girl, I don't know you. I haven't heard your name. Lord Lemonloaf the Lynx. This may or may not be the late boyfriend of Sir Feathercatcher. That's his husband who passed away. I love him. Angel. Angel is a little white cat. She is friends with she's friends with Lace. I don't think she's quite Blorbo status. Yeah, she can be in, like, second favorite child. I'm surprised this isn't bigger. You know what? I think Finch deserves to be in Blorbo status. Ursula, don't get caught up in it. You can fix it at the end. Taffeta, same thing. She's a little white cat. She's friends with Lace at the temple in the spirit realm. Where did I put Angel? She's in with Angel. Flurry, he's another white cat. He's nice. I'll put him up with Angel. He's a bit nicer than Taffeta. Same with Crystal and Pearl. They're twins. They're little white cats who are friends with Lace. So they're like in here. Here we go. Sister Sugar. I don't really remember you. Brother Cotton. Sister Azure, Sister Frost, Brother Swift, Brother Ivory. They are all white cats. They work with Brother Flossie in the White Temple. In the spirit world, teaching the white cats how to use their powers. I don't know nothing about them. Doo's a baby. Doo, we have not met yet. I have designed her on stream, though. Doo can be up here with Mubble. Doo is a little coy wolf. She's a baby. I love Dew. So many, I know. Ruby. Which Ruby? There's 2 rubies. Unless Bones is only using the 1 ruby. Ruby. Okay, Ruby is a wolf. I kind of hate her. I don't, but I do. She's on the cusp. She's on the cusp. Okay, I'll be real. I like her more than these guys. But she kind of sucks. She's a wolf. She's a meanie. I can't say it because it's spoilers, but she sucks, but I love her. She's complex. Rust. Hold on. Okay, Rust, Ivy. I think these are just wolves that they run into. Rocky... Mila, Nova, Sienna, Wren, Chickadee, Swan, Sparrow, Meadowlark, Thistle, Soot, Ash, Rose, Squeak, Melody, Octavia, Piper, Triple, Saber, Prime. Okay, some of these... I think I'm thinking of Slate. Because Rocky is not Slate. Is Slate even here? Okay, Rust and Ivy, I believe, are just some wolves that they meet along the way. They're kind of mean. I don't really know them. Rocky, I believe, is the same. There's another character named Slate, who I don't think is in here, that I think I'm mixing Rocky up with, who is related to Ruby, who's like kind of meh, but fine. But Rocky, I think, is just a wolf they run into. Mila? Who the heck is Mila? I don't know. Nova, I don't know. Sienna, I don't know. Wren, I like. She is a coyote, I believe. I like her. She's a mom. Chickadee, I don't really know. Swan, I don't really know. Sparrow and Meadowlark, I don't really know. I know of them. I might like them more. They're way later in the Ninepoint script, so like I haven't really met them much. I'm sure they're nice. I think Sparrow and Meadowlark are the ones that I like more, but I'll just put them in I don't know, because I don't know. Thistle, I have mixed feelings on. I like him. He is a gray fox. I like him more than Ruby. He's a complex character. He's rebelling against... He meets up with Ember. He's rebelling against the cats, which is understandable. They, like, murdered his family. Tier list update in a couple years. Yes, we must. I don't know. He's complex. He's definitely a character I sympathize with because he is like a rebel fighting against an evil empire. I guess all empires are evil technically. So I get him. I just don't like him as a person. Soot, Ash and Rose. I don't know. I don't know you. Who are you? Squeak, I love. Squeak is a bat character. I love Squeak. Squeak is like second child status. Yeah, we love Squeak. Nah, we love Squeak. Yeah. Squeak. Squeak is a bat. She's like a minor character, but I love her. Melody, Octavia, Piper. I think these are all bats, but I don't really remember them. Piper, Treble. Saber, I love. She is a very late character in the story, but I love her. She can go like here. I love her. She is Sweet Baby Angel. Actually, is she Sweet Baby? I'll put her at top of Blorbo, because I'm not sure. Oh, there's another Rose. So Rose is also Rose Mom, but Bones loves to reuse names, because there's also another Piper from Crow Story. Brian's okay, I guess. I don't know him much. I think it's like a seal character who shows up. He's fine. Okay. 9-point done. Phew. What time is it? It's only 12:15. I'm surprised. I thought this would be longer. But we're moving through. We're moving ahead. Now we are on to Honeywalls. Honeywalls is Bones' novel. It is about a trans man named Ro who is on a quest to find his heart, metaphorically and literally. It's a really good book. It makes me cry every time I read it. We're not finished. We're not finished. But we will finish the tier list this stream. But we're not finishing yet. As you can see. So Ro, that book, it always makes me cry. It's just really sweet and cathartic at the end, and I just cry tears of joy every time I read it. It's just so cute. And it was also Bones wrote it. He is a trans guy. He got an illustrator named Alex Dingley. I think he goes by Victor now. But he's an amazing artist. He is also trans. Bones got him to do all the artwork for the book, and then we worked with one of our friends named Jonathan Coventry, who did the audiobook. He's also trans, and it's really, really good, and I recommend it. And it's a very cozy story with some like little magic elements. It was also a Lambda Award finalist back in 2019, 2020, around there. 2019. I think the award ceremony was in 2020, but it's a really good book. Okay, so Ro. I love Ro. He's Blorbo. Is he Blorbo or is he Sweet Baby? He's kind of Sweet Baby. I love Ro. So Ro's the main character. He is a grumpy man who like hates all fantasy things. He thinks like magic is stupid. He thinks like storybooks are stupid. He just likes reality. Even though he grew up like with magic being real, he's like, it's a world with magic, but he's like the only one who really has magic, like him and his family. So he grew up like making talking sock puppets and things that were like actually alive, but as a grown-up he's like given up on it and he thinks it's stupid. He also is an illustrator, so I kind of love him. And he just wants to be left alone and eat sugar, and I get that. Chris, her full name is Chrysicola. She is his girlfriend. I'll put her above. She is definitely Sweet Baby Angel. So this is his girlfriend, Chrysicola. She's beautiful. She's wonderful. They're kind of that meme that Aura sent us, where it's like the beautiful girlfriend and like the scrungly little husband. Like that's their dynamic. But she's like, I also don't really get why they're together, but they're good opposites. Where like, she's very spiritual. She's a psychic. The Cadence and Shining Armor dolls, yes. Exactly, that's them. She's also very tall, which also helps. But yeah, she's very like, she loves nature. She's very spiritual. She does like seances. She helps out at this like very spiritual church, like a kind of non-denominational spiritual church. And she talks to ghosts and stuff, and loves horoscopes. You know, she's like that kind of lady, and she's very, very sweet. And she hates wearing shoes because she likes to be in nature. You know, she walks in nature. And she's with Ro, and he just likes her. He just does stuff to make her happy. He gardens for her. Like he tends like rose bushes because he knows she likes roses, and beautiful flowers. And she cooks him healthy meals, even though he just wants to dump sugar into his tea. She's like, no, be healthy. And he's like, no, sugar. Which I get. Zelda is Chrysicola's mother. She is also a psychic. She hates Ro because he's a butthead, which I totally get. I like her a lot. She's in like second child tier. Yeah, she can be like in here. I like Zelda. She's a grumpy little shriveled grandma who, like, it's really funny. She just hates Ro. Like, she just thinks Ro is not good enough for her daughter. So Fox Mackenzie is like a side character who, like, I don't even think has like a speaking line. If I recall. No, actually, I think they do. Sorry, I think Z does speak, but very briefly. So Fox Mackenzie, Zelda wants to prove so much that she doesn't disapprove of Ro because he's trans, that she's like, go date Fox Mackenzie, who's like the hot non-binary barista who works in the cafe under their apartment. People find Ponyo's dad hot, if that's what you're talking about. What are you guys talking about? That's true. Baristas are always non-binary and hot and charming. But I think Fox also goes to their spiritual church, so I think that's how they know Zem. But yeah, I like Fox. Fox is cool. Fox is just cool. I like him. Yeah, Fox. Reverend Samantha, she's okay. She's kind of like, I'll just put her in like, I don't know. I kind of know. No, she can be in here with the kittens and stuff, where it's like, I kind of know you, but I don't really know you. Oh, these need to go way down. These guys stinky. Where she's just the head of the spiritual church. I don't really remember her, but she's fine. Rose. So this is the other Rose. This is Ro. This is Ro, his mother, Rose. So Ro, his dead name is Rose. He's Rose Jr., named after his mom, but he changed it to Ro. Sorry for dead naming the character. But yeah, so this is his mom. His mom is a writer of children's stories. She lived in this small town. I mean, Ro grew up there, called Cherrywood, where everyone's kind of a little backwards, you know, but it's also a very cozy little town. She lives in a house called Honeywalls, hence the name of the book. And she is very ill through most of Ro's life. And then at the start of the story, she passes away. And that kind of kicks off the story. She's okay. I like her. She's fine. She can go, like, in here. Like, I like her. Claire. Claire is the other kind of main character of Honeywalls. She is a writer. She is a troublemaker. She lives in Cherrywood. She was friends with Rose. She was friends with Ro as well. She was kind of a childhood friend of Ro. She's great. I like her. She can be in Blorbo status. Yeah, she can be in here. I like Claire. She's fun. she could be Nancy Drew, you know? she likes a mystery. Dandelion. So this is Dan Fletcher. His full name is Dandelion. His family runs the bakery in town. And he's also a journalist. He's a writer as well. He's best friends with Claire. He was friends with Ro. They all grew up together, and he kind of takes care of his grandmother. I think his parents passed away when he was young, so he's always been with his grandma. He's taking care of her. Him and Claire kind of have aspirations to leave their small town, because they're adults now. And him to become like a journalist, her to become a writer. But he's staying back to like take care of the family bakery kind of thing, and his grandmother. He's up there. He can be with Claire. Where did I put Claire? Claire and Dan. I like them. They're cute. Oh, Claire's also a big lesbian. And Dan is her straight best friend. Mrs. Fletcher. So that's Dan's mom. She's like down here. She's okay. I don't hate her. She's not nice. I think she says some transphobic stuff to Ro. But she's not like evil. She's just misinformed. Heath Waters. This is Mr. Waters. This is Claire's father. He's fine. He's okay. I'll put him above Miss Fletcher, but he's fine. Mrs. Waters. I don't remember nothing about Mrs. Waters. This is Claire's mom. I don't remember her. Azalea. So Azalea, even though we do have a lady Azalea who is from the Fairy RP, Azalea is from Cherrywood. She works at the funeral home. She's the mortician, so she's just like a goth. She does kick it off with Chris. They become friends, I believe, and she knows Claire and them. She's fine. I don't remember her too much, so I'll put her in the I like them. You know, I like them. She's fine. Grandma Betty. I don't remember much about her. I think she runs the inn, but I don't really remember her. Barry Cobbler. I think that's Grandma Betty's son. He works at the inn. He's just like a dumb teen. I like him. I like him. He's fine. He's cute. He does a little quick moment in the book. Craft Feather Crow. So this is one of the living crafts that Ro made as a child that now follows him around. I like Craft Feather Crow a lot. They're really cute. Yeah, I can go in here. They're a crow, so they always want to trade shiny things for information. They're really cute. Tissue Dove, kind of the same deal. I like them about as much as Craft Feather Crow. They don't show up as much, but again, another little magical craft that Ro made as a child. The Lace Mouse is the same. She's a little French mouse. She says, Mon Dieu. But she can go with Tissue Dove. She's cute. Oxnard. Oxnard is the little hedgehog that Ro had as a kid, which is like his favorite. She's up there. Or he is up there. I like Oxnard a lot. I can hang out with Kara. So he was like Ro's favorite stuffed animal. He's a little hedgehog with a backpack. Ro's mom wrote stories about Oxnard going on adventures in like her kids' books. And then he does come back in the story, and he's really cute. I like Oxnard. Righty Gray Sock Cat. So another creation. He's cute. He just sits around being a cat. He's like, yeah, he's like in here. He's sassy. Otter. So Otter, Weasel, and Chester, I believe they're I think Otter and Weasel are pirates. They're little craft creations of Rose. When he, spoilers, he gets to the island of stuffed animals. I believe there's some little pirates. They're cute. I don't remember much about them, but they're cute if I recall. They're really funny. I'll put them in here with Lace Mouse. Chester, He's a little ferret sock animal that they made. He's the best. He is always up to scams. He's always scamming. He can go top of favorite child, second favorite child. He's cute. I like Chester a lot. Pillow Bear, she is kind of the leader of the stuffed animals. She's very reasonable. I like her. She can go in there. Lefty Gray. This is Lefty Greystock Fox. I love Lefty. Lefty's definitely a Blorbo. Lefty is Blorbo material. I love Lefty. Lefty is up there. Lefty... Bones actually made a version of Lefty. He made like a little gray like stuffed animal out of socks and made her for me because I thought she was so cute. She is dumb as hell. She's dumb as rocks. She is a lawyer. She's a little gray sock fox and I love Lefty. She lives in my heart. Actually, she's a sweet baby. She gets sweet baby status. Miss Dress Socks, I don't really remember you. I'll be honest. Scribble and Yellow, I don't remember you. I'm assuming these are little craft creatures. Aster. Aster is Rose's father. He's fine. I like him. You can go with Rose. He left... He kind of left for milk and didn't come back. But, like, with better reason. When Rose was a kid, Aster left to... He left to the city to earn money because Rose was sick and they needed money. So he left and didn't return, so he's kind of estranged from Ro. But he's not a bad person. There's more to it, but he's fine. I like him. Sundew. Oh, I love Sundew. Sundew is Rose's twin sister. She is kind of an antagonist. I'll put her in Blorbo, I think. Yeah, she's kind of up here with all of them. Sundew, she's kind of a jerk. She has quite an arc. She's a bit of an antagonist at the start. She's like, she really doesn't like Ro. They don't have a good relationship, but she gets better and she's a big lesbian, so I love her. Okay, we are done Honeywalls, I believe. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna go through ones. Wait, I forgot a 9-point. I forgot about Jinx. Where is Jinx? Where do I put him? I don't know how much I can tell you about Jinx. He's kind of a spoilery character. Is he? I don't know if he's quite Blorbo status. He's definitely second favorite child tier. Yeah, I'll put him in there. Honeywalls was a speedrun. Okay. So now we are on to... We have 3 RPs, and then we have Crow Story, which is a... we want to turn it into a comic, like a kind of novel comic mix, like how Avo is. So we'll end with that, but I'll do these RPs. So these RPs, I'm very foggy on. I rewatched Bones' video where he went into detail because he like reread them recently and made that big like presentation on all our OCs. So I only vaguely remember these. They were very short. Well, 2 of them. The science one and the allergies one were short. I know, we're almost done. So I'll just rate them however I remember. They might be kind of lower down because I don't remember them very much. Okay, so the science one, it was like the Lady Scientist was kind of the working title. So this was an RP. It was set in like kind of Victorian era, you know. And it was these lady scientists who, they come across these things called like obscuras, which are like just like weird little creatures that kind of live in like other dimensions and they mess with people and curse people basically. Like if you run into them, they kind of leave an effect on you. And so these ladies, Victoria was a scientist who she was studying the Obscura. So her and her scientist friends kind of come across it, and then they get cursed by it, and then they then go out on a voyage to do like a scientific expedition kind of thing. So they go out on a boat, they crash, the boat sinks or whatever, and they get washed up on a deserted island, and they run into like this big Obscura creature called like the Obscura Paradisa, which then like traps all of them on the island, and they start having different like curses and effects. You can watch Bones' video for more info because I don't really remember it very well. So Victoria was Bones' character. She was studying the Obscuras. I like them. I don't remember you, but I liked her. She was cute. She's like hyper focused on her field of study. She was very autistic, and adorable, and I liked her. Ernest was her husband. He was my character. I like him. Again, we didn't really get into his story very much, but he was very anxious about her. He was kind of like a house husband where he like took care of her and she did all the business. But he was very anxious, and he wasn't going on the voyage with her. So he was like, oh, I'm really nervous that you're going on this like years-long voyage and I won't see you. But we didn't really get into that. Margaret was my character. She was one of the scientists. She was a geologist. She was going along on the voyage. She didn't believe in the Obscura stuff. She thought magic was stupid. I'll put her... She's kind of the same. These are all kind of tiered the same. She was a grump. I love her. And she... Oh, they were also cursed. Right, because they bumped into the Obscura and it cursed them. So Victoria was turning into an owl. I was in charge of the curse for her. I don't remember what the hell it was. She was turning into some kind of bird. I think it was an owl. Margaret was turning into a rock. I think they were all kind of turning into like their field of study. So she was turning into a rock, and she actually sank the ship because as she transformed, she kind of turned into like molten rock and sank through the ship and exploded it. So that was Margaret. She's fine. The mermaid. So Margaret ran into the mermaid. Oh, I lost you. Where'd you go, girl? Where'd you go, mermaid? Come back. These ones are so hard when it's just text. There it is. Okay. The mermaid was cool. I don't know much about her. She was cursed by the island. She was slowly turning into like a deep sea mermaid. So she used to be human. She got cursed by the Obscura Paradisa, and then as she kind of transformed, it forced her like deeper down into the ocean. So she bumps into Margaret, who's like sitting at the bottom of the ocean, like, what do I do? I'm a rock. And she bumps into the mermaid, and they kind of chat. I don't know where that was going. Bones was controlling that plot. Lucille, she was a botanist who was on the trip. I feel about her about the same as like Victoria and them. She was turning into a carnivorous plant by the Obscura because she was into botany. She was nice. I don't remember much about her. Hugh, I believe was Lucille's husband. He was kind of stoic. I think Lucille, right, I think she had children, and her children were playing a part of the plot. So he got a bit more screen time because he was staying at home. Like, Lucille went on the voyage. He stayed home and was hanging out with his kids. And they had some kind of plot with an Obscura going on. So he got a bit more screen time. He's fine. I liked Hugh. He seemed like a good dad. He was just kind of serious. Emma... Okay, these are all gonna go into the I like them. So Emma, Florence, and Blight. So Emma and Florence were Lucille's kids, I believe, and Hugh's kids. I think Emma is the youngest. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But they start hearing. They like live in a little manor. They start hearing voices from the woods. Like, they hear their mom calling them, even though she's, like, gone on this voyage. So they're like, what? And then they start seeing this, like, weird dog that's, like, hanging around. It looks like a wolf. It's, like, a wolf dog thing. And so, like, their dad, like, shoots it to, like, get it to go away. And he's like, don't go in the forest. There's clearly something wrong going on. I don't know what. But eventually curiosity gets the best of them. They go and find the dog. The dog's name is Blight. And it's injured, but they take it in and they start nursing it back to health. And it turns out Blight, we never got to this part because the story kind of ended. We didn't really get far in this RP. But Blight was actually the third sister that they forgot about because of Obscura magic. So Blight was kidnapped by the witch. So the witch was the one who's mimicking their mom's voice and calling them. So Blight gets kidnapped by this Obscura witch and then made to work for her. And then she escapes. And when she escapes, she gets turned into this dog. And then, like, the father obviously, like, shot her to scare her off because he doesn't want a wolf coming at his children. But anyways, so then eventually the plot probably would have been they realize it's their sister and kind of help her get uncursed. I don't remember you, but I'm sure you were cool. I'll just put them in I like them. Jack, he was a sailor on the voyage. He was my character. He used to be rich, but he kind of lost it all to gambling, so he was working as a sailor. He was on the voyage. He got stuck on the island. He was turning into, like, a bird, because he was a bit of a ladies' man. So he was turning into a bird by the Obscura that cursed him. I don't really remember him. I'll put him in you're okay, because I don't really remember him. And I don't remember Amelia at all. So that's the sciences. Wait, I think she spoke with birdsong. Like, I think an Obscura stole her voice. So, but I don't remember her plot at all. Oh, Evan's in okay. Yeah, Evan's in. I have trouble. I have like an I hate them, but it's kind of reserved for, like, really evil, awful people. And Evan's, like, no, I feel bad for Evan, so he's up in the they're okay. Okay, so then that was the Lady Scientist RP. I kind of want to go back to it. I was like, that one was fun. It got very plot heavy. I find if our RPs get, like, way too into, like, plot movement and things happening, we kind of lose steam because you really have to, like, think about it and make it good for it to, like, pay off well. Whereas, like, some RPs just go on forever because we're just doing, like, cute fluffy things and just doing character interaction, which lasts a long time. Evan would have gone into the I hate them D tier. No, he's kind of my baby. No. Anyways, so on to the next RP. So this was the Witch Familiar RP. A lot of this I'd forgotten. Again, Bones' video helped. Okay, Sybil. Sorry. Let me tell you more about the RP. The RP was set in a world. So there's, like, our world where magic is hidden. People don't know about magic, but some people are witches. And discover magic. And then there's the magical world, which is ruled by sorcerers. And it's a very capitalistic situation where, like, the sorcerers are at the top. They rule everything. They oppress witches who are basically sorcerers who are poor. And then the sorcerers are just, like, people with, like, old money. And they oppress them and they do whatever they want. Blah, blah, blah. There's also, like, magical creatures like demons and vampires and stuff. But yeah, but the human world doesn't really know about the magical world. But the magical world will mess with the real world sometimes. So Sybil, she is from the human world. She's a human. She discovers witch powers just by, like, kind of coming across it on the internet and messing around with it. I kind of hate her. I kind of hate her. She was my character, and she did really terrible things. It was because the way we pitched the RP, we were like, we want something with, like, someone gives someone a love potion and then things go wrong. So like I had to make this character who makes a love potion, and characters who make love potions are just bad people. It's like it's forcing someone to love you. It's bad. She's not an evil person. That's the thing. It's bad behavior. She's not evil. I just have trouble forgiving her for what she does. And honestly, she's just kind of like... She just has like incel energy, you know, where she's very like selfish. But probably like if you mommed her hard enough, she could grow to be a better person. She's a lady incel. I don't like her. And she was my character. I had to play her. Melody. So Melody was her victim. So Sybil worked at a cafe. Melody was a customer there. Sybil had a big crush on Melody, and she gave her like a love potion, but it turns out it wasn't a love potion. It made Melody into her familiar because like Sybil is dumb and doesn't understand magic, so she just grabbed a spell. Anyway, so it turns Melody into her witch familiar. So Melody starts turning into this little like fox unicorn creature, and she turns all like feral and starts chewing things up. She's like a little goblin. So I like Melody a lot. She was a victim. She did nothing wrong. Yeah. Melody's cute. And so part of the story was like she gets turned into a familiar, and then they're like, we gotta fix this. And of course Melody is like, Sybil, you monster. Okay, Olivia. Olivia is Melody's older sister. So I like Olivia a lot. She was nice. So Melody got cursed. Olivia started taking care of her. Because as Melody got cursed, she wasn't able to like take care of herself because she was turning into a fox. So eventually she told Olivia what was happening, and Olivia, who has no idea what magic is, same with Melody. Olivia's like, what the hell? But she goes and like takes care of her sister, and she's a good sister, and I liked her. She was nice. Oh, Josh. So Josh, he's a witch. He's in the human world, but he's a witch. His parents were murdered by demons, and they ate his soul. So he, on his own, he's kind of like blank slate, like very monotone, blah, blah, blah. Very like flat emotionally because he doesn't have a soul. But he's a witch with a familiar. So Peaches is his familiar. Peaches is like a little parrot that's like made of petals and flowers. So Peaches and Josh are connected by their souls. That's like what familiars are. So when Peaches uses his magic, Josh has emotions. And so Josh has a crush on Olivia. He works as like a house sitter for her. I like Josh. He's cute. He's nice. He gets a crush on Olivia. He does house sitting for her while she's like taking care of Melody. And then they go to him because he knows about magic. And so actually so Peaches, his familiar, because Peaches understands his soul, right? Knows that he has a crush on Olivia. So Peaches is always trying to, I'll put Peaches above. Peaches is cute. Peaches is like, trying to get Josh to like admit his feelings. So he'll like disconnect his magic from Peaches, which then makes him, his soul not work again. So they were really cute. I like them a lot. Lou. Which one's Lou? Oh, Lou is... Okay, so this RP went kind of feral. There was a lot of like spin-offs and weird parts to it. But Lou is a half demon. So he's in the magical realm. He's... Disconnecting souls is diabolical. Listen, he didn't want to admit his feelings. We really should do more story times of talking about our characters. We used to do those with like drawing the character. We should do those again. Okay, so Lou, he's so he's part human. I can't explain his family structure. Essentially, he has 4 mothers. He had basically, okay, 2 of the parents, 1 and 2, got together. One of them is a trans woman, so they were able to, and the other one's a cis woman, and they were able to like create a biological child together. So one of them is a succubus. I think that was the trans woman mom. So that's where he gets the demon part. And then the other one was a sorceress who's a human with magical powers and lots of money. So they had the baby together. That's Lou. They broke up and got remarried to new people. And those other people are also ladies. So Lou has 4 moms. I think I explained that correctly. So he's part demon. He's part human. And because he's part demon, he needs to eat souls. But he, despite being like an incubus, so like a lust demon, he is asexual, so he doesn't enjoy using his lust powers. So he catfishes people online. This gets off the rails. He catfishes people online and he essentially like he'll riz up someone online, and then someone like a mage or something will pay him to then switch places with him, and then they get to date this person he like catfished, and then they'll usually pay him with a soul. So he does like terrible scam work to like earn souls for a living. This is a great character. I do like Lou. I feel really bad for him. He does a terrible scam job, but it's kind of his only option. He's very much like he's oppressed in his society because being like a half demon kind of thing, he doesn't really fit in with like the sorcerers or the demons. So I feel bad for him, but he has a terrible job. I like him a lot. He does eventually get scammed. He was actually catfishing Melody. Poor Melody. I feel terrible for Melody. He can go below. He'll go in here. Yeah. No, I like him. I feel bad for him. Also, I think Granny Spud. Sorry, Granny Bog is too high up. But Lou eventually because he was trying to catfish Melody and then she got turned into a familiar, his plan fell through, so that he didn't get paid the soul he was gonna get. So he then gets like scammed into going into debt to like get more souls to eat, because otherwise he dies, right? You gotta do what you gotta do in demon capitalism. Exactly. This whole RP was just capitalism is bad and incel behavior is bad. So Lou, he gets stuck in debt, like horrible debt to get souls, and then he gets like, in order to pay back the debt, he gets recruited into this like MLM scam demon company. His story got wild. And it never finished because we dropped this RP. We never finished it. Seraphine. Oh, this is the lady that tricked him. This is the lady that he goes in debt to. I don't like her. She sucks. Why not WLW? I know. Always MLM, never WLW. Nissa? Okay, so Nissa, Willow, Melinda, Helen, Fiona, and Dorothy. So all these ladies, I only vaguely remember them. So basically, Sybil, Melody, and Olivia. So they're trying to fix Melody's curse that turned her into a familiar. Oh, Nissa is... she meets Sybil. So she's a witch who ran away from the magical world. Because it's very oppressive against witches. And she had an ex who was really abusive. Who... she the mage world, the magical world is also very homophobic. So Nissa had a girlfriend. She was a witch living in the magical world. She had a girlfriend. That girlfriend then got married to a man for status and wanted to keep Nissa as like a side piece kind of thing, like a kept woman, but didn't treat her very well. So Nissa broke up with her and tried to leave, and that left a curse on her. I forget what the curse is, but she is cursed. Oh, it's turning her into like a mushroom or something. It's like infesting her with mushrooms. It's horrible. But yeah, so she was cursed by her ex, but she's escaped to the human world. She meets Sybil and Melody and Olivia, and she starts dating Sybil. So her and Sybil actually get together. I like Nissa. She was fine. I don't like her taste in women, but she's fine. She can hang out here with Lou. And then Willow, Melinda, Helen, Fiona, and Dorothy. So these were all girls that they meet. They're all witches who have escaped to the human world, and they all have curses. I'll be real, I don't remember them. But they were part of like a little witch coven, and they were gonna help Sybil undo the thing with the familiar stuff. I like how a few of the characters in Europe here are like playing good people. And so many of them have these crazy morals / piece of shit. Yes. A lot of them are sweet babies, and then some of them are just freaking evil. And then I'm like, I like them though. Oh, sorry. Not / piece of shit, / positive. I'm sorry, Rhett. My dumbass. That's on brand. Okay. Okay, so the last few characters of the familiar witch RP. So these ones were a little spin-off that I really liked. So these guys live in the magical world. So Anthea is a witch. She's like poor. She's not from like a rich family, right? She is just like a crotchety old witch who's just living in the woods, doing her own thing. She doesn't want to deal with sorcerer society. She hates them. She's just doing her own thing. She was kind of being a bad person and kidnapping familiars. I forget why. Bones doesn't remember either. So she does end up kidnapping Melody, who, having been turned into a familiar. So she sucks, but like, I get her. So Anthea, I'll put her in like she's okay. And she had, I think Martin's her son or her grandson. So he's a witch, but in their society, the men aren't really allowed to do magic. They said, we hate men. Oppress them. So Martin, he wants to learn magic. He has the ability, but he's not allowed because of society. And so Anthea, who raised him, she taught him how to read, and she regrets it because that got him into her magical books. So he's like secretly doing magic without telling her. And he is a little cutie. He goes into town one day to like get some ingredients for her magic, and he bumps into Hazel. So Hazel is a sorceress who has run away from her rich family because she was turned into a vampire, and they stopped her from fully becoming a vampire. I'm a little iffy on the details, but they basically were using like magic on her to stop her from turning into a vampire, but that meant she wasn't allowed to eat anything, so she was she was locked away and abused and ignored, so she runs away and wants nothing to do with her family. But now she's turned into a vampire, and she's a little fruit bat vampire. So it comes from like a blood orange tree or something that will eventually like turn everything into vampires, and like it destroys forests and stuff, and like she's in danger of like spreading the vampire curse, obviously. But she meets Martin. She's like passed out. She's like weak with hunger, and he gives her like an apple, and it's like the best thing she's ever eaten. and they become friends. But Anthea, he like brings Hazel home. Anthea's like, no, get that vampire away. They'll destroy the forest. Blah, blah, blah. Also, she is transphobic against Hazel. Hazel is a trans woman. And again, this is very like homophobic, transphobic society. So Martin tries to protect Hazel. I don't know where the RP would have gone because we didn't finish it, but they were cute and I shipped them. They were little cuties. I like them. They're nice. Put them up here. I really liked Martin and Hazel. They were cute. Wait, I'll put Hazel above because I love a little fruit bat vampire. Okay. So then the allergies RP. So this one was extremely short-lived. But it was cute. It was again curses and fairies and stuff. This one had a similar setup where there was like a human world. Well, not really. It was all magical. Like everyone was aware of magic. It wasn't like a secret world kind of thing like the last one. And it has a bunch of like different magical creatures. So there's like elves and humans and centaurs, etc. kind of living together in society. But the society is kind of split because a lot of people have allergies to magic. So like, for example, Ellie, I think is her name. So Ellie, she's an elf. She's a non-magical elf. She doesn't have any magic, and she's allergic to magic. So if she's exposed to certain kinds of magic, she like breaks out in thorns instead of hives. So she can't really be around magic stuff. But there are parts of society that are very like full of magic. So like Momo and Miss Calaris are from like the more magic side. I'd be allergic to magic probably with your luck. Your body would be like, no, please. But anyway, so there's parts of the world that are very magic heavy, and then there's parts of the world where people kind of congregate because they can't be around magic. And it's a modern setting, so there's lots of like, everything's treated as like kind of medical stuff, as well as magic. So it was very short-lived. We didn't get very far. So we have George, who is my character, who I think she was a human. She was just nice. She was a little artist selling her pottery. And she's dating Ellie, who's an elf, who again has allergies. And so her thing was she was going to propose to Ellie because they've been dating for a long time. And she goes to the park, which is supposed to be magic free. It's supposed to be like a safe zone. But when they get there for her to propose, there's like this big setup of like magical flowers, and it sets off her allergies really badly. And she gets really heavily affected by it. So it ruins the proposal. The magic wasn't supposed to be there. And so they go home, and then Ellie gets really, really sick. I think she gets hospitalized from it. And essentially, if the allergies go too far, it's definitely illegal. If the magic goes too far, they get stuck as like a magical creature. Like they turned into a beast, you know? And the way it's kind of treated in the society is that if you get turned into a beast, you kind of just get put in like a little care center and forgotten. So George is trying to help Ellie adjust to the magic, and help her recover, but she's not really recovering. We didn't get very far, but she was like breaking out in like thorns and leaves and plants and stuff. Where do you want these magic flowers again? Oh, in the magic free zone? Sure, why not? You'll see. So Ellie, she was turning into like a deer centaur. We didn't get very far, so I didn't get to see like where the curse went, but I wanted her to be like a magical deer spirit kind of thing. Yeah, but anyway, so the RP would eventually have been about them dealing with like this change and like still loving each other. Hi, Kairos. It would have been really cute, but we didn't get very far. Also, one really cute thing is that George, in order to help her feel comfortable, would like spritz her with water, like you spritz like a plant with water, and she was like, yeah, that's nice. So that was them. I like them a lot. They're really cute. I'll just put them... I'll put them, like, up here. Yeah. They were really cute. Okay, so then the other character... Okay, first off, Sherry, I don't know who the hell you are. Who are you? She's from the Allergy RP, but I don't know who the hell she is. How does it feel to be green? Welcome. Welcome, Gyros. Green Kairos. Gyros. Yeah, so I don't know who the hell Cherry is. Sherry. Okay, but Miss Calaris and Momo. So Momo is the culprit of the magic flowers. So Miss Calaris, they're in the magic part of the city. So Miss Calaris is the daughter of a harpy and a centaur. She's very like famous. She's like an heiress kind of thing. The Shrekification, oh no. But Miss Calaris, so she's like an heiress. She's very important, and she wants to get married. But in order to marry her, you have to like really impress her because she's like a harpy, and it's like Bone said it's like bowerbirds, like how they have to do like a really intricate dance kind of thing and really impress the lady to like get with them. So Miss Calaris was like that. So Momo was one of her suitors. He was like a little fox guy. He was like a little kitsune. And he was trying to win her heart. So he set up this elaborate setup in the park with all these magical flowers to like get her attention. And I don't think it even worked, and that's what cursed Ellie and made her allergies flare. We didn't really get very far on their storyline, but they were cute. They were silly. I'll put them in the they're okay, cause I don't have really strong feelings about them. Momo, you're negligent, but I don't hate you, you know? You didn't know. Okay, you should have known better. But he's dumb, so. Shiny Gyros! We can't let this happen. Okay, we will not speak of Gyros. Okay. Now we are on to Crow Story. We're on the last one, guys. Can you believe it? We made it through almost 400 characters. Plyros! Purple Kairos. There we go. Okay, Crow Story is a comic / novel. It's like a novelized... No, a comicized novel. If that makes sense. A novelized comic. That Bones and I are working on. So it's still in its kind of visual development phase. We wanted to start it forever ago, but Bones needs to do some more writing on it. But Bones does have a big long series on here all about the world building, because Bones did like a really intricate kind of world building development for this story. And we planned for it to be like a big epic and kind of go all over this cool world that Bones built. But everyone in this world is elves. The default is elves. And then depending on like how you're exposed to the environment, kind of changes people physiologically. So it's not based on like bloodlines, it's more based on environment. And some people have magic. So if you have magic, if you're like a mage, you have the more elf appearance. And if you don't have much magic, you have a fawn appearance. And fawn just means like animalistic. So depending on kind of the area and I guess some genealogy stuff, depends on like kind of your fawn appearance and your elf appearance. It's very in depth, but like some people are foxes, some people are like crows, some people are horses or Like, it all just depends on where you are. There's a bunch of different kinds of mages and fauns. And the societies are very intricate. I don't know how to talk about all of them. So that's all going on. And then the other half of the story is kind of like warrior cats-ish with magic, maybe? I don't know if warrior cats has magic. I'm not super familiar with it. I'm a hack and a fraud. But it's very warrior cats-esque, where it's just animals and they're going on adventures. And yeah. So part of it is in the elf stuff, part of it's in the animal stuff, and eventually they'll come together, you know? Okay, so let's start with the elf half. Actually, let's end with the elf part. So let's grab all these. Okay, so let's start with the animal part. So we start with Pip. So Pip is our main character in the, well, one of the main characters in the kind of animal side. So Pip is a crow. She is very autistic. What I'm learning is we have a lot of autistic characters. I wonder why. Maybe it's because Bones and I are autistic. And with the pretty boy, yes. So Pip is a crow. She's very autistic. She's supposed to be like growing up and like leaving the nest and starting her own family, but she's like, no, I just want to collect like shiny cool things. So she keeps finding all these, I don't exactly know where it's going because Bones is still writing it, but she keeps finding like, she'll find like keys and like old books, and she goes through these like ruins of ancient cities and stuff. I don't know what's happening, but she likes collecting that stuff instead of like collecting food and finding a mate. And so her whole family makes fun of her. So her family is Piper, that's her older brother. He's from like the same, what would you call it? Like a nest mate, like same kind of hatched in the same year kind of thing. But he's a bit older, he's bigger, he's starting his own family, he's gone off. She's got a little brother named Scout. So that's there. He's younger. He's not from the same year. And then she has another sister who isn't on here named Squeak. Because it's Pip, Piper, and Squeak. And then anyways, her sister Squeak has gone off and started a family and stuff. And then Ma and Pa are their parents. They're crows. They're always trying to get Pip to like grow up and do better. And they kind of baby her. And Piper's like, "Oh, Mom and Dad, stop babying Pip. You gotta be tough on her." And they're like, "Oh, but we love her and we want her to be happy." So that's their story. And then Pip meets Edgewise, and Edgewise is a raven. So the crows are all very like they're in like a family group, you know, they're in a flock. Edgewise is a raven. He's on his own, so it's funny because he's like talking to them and Pip's like, she kind of understands, but he's got an accent. So he's a raven. He's on his own. He gets kind of chased off by the crows because they're like, "Oh, stay away, you big scary raven." But Pip is curious about him, and she finds him, and he's interested in all the weird stuff that she collects. And then he may be, oh, I don't want to spoil, but he's very important, and he kind of kicks off the story with all the magic. And she's like, "Oh, let me follow you around," and he's like, "Oh, I'm on my own," and she's like, "No, I'll follow you." But yeah, so Edgewise and Pip are friends, and they're so cute. Okay, so where would I put them? Pip, she's probably in Sweet Baby territory. It's still early in the story, so I don't know her super well, but she's definitely in baby territory. Edgewise will definitely get there, but right now he's probably just Blorbo. Because I don't know him yet. Yeah, we'll put him in there. Piper, the older brother, he's okay. I get him. He's kind of a meanie, but he's just worried about his sister. Scout, I don't care about a whole bunch. He doesn't really have much going on. I'll kind of put him in with like in here with all the characters where I'm like, I don't really know. Ma and Pa, I'll put them in with Scout, because they're kind of like, I'm not crazy about them, but I get them. They're just concerned parents. They're crows. What do they know? Okay, so then we have Vicious and Havoc. So Havoc is another one of the kind of main characters. He's starting a new story in the animal realm. They're foxes. So Havoc, he's a silly little fox. He narrates to himself. He'll be like, oh, Havoc was so cool stalking through the grass. And then Vicious is like a lady fox. And she's like, well, you're always talking to yourself. And he's like, no, I'm not. So he has a big crush on Vicious, and he's like, we should be little mates or whatever. And she's like, maybe if you impress me. So he's like, okay, let's go make a burrow. And she's like, okay. And then they go off and find magical stuff. And again, I haven't gotten that far in the story with Bones, so I don't really know where they're going, but they're really cute. She's like all serious and tough. He's a silly little guy. I like them. They're good. Havoc, I'll put them up with Edgewise, where it's like, I don't really know where their story's going, but I kind of love them. Meow. The cats are getting antsy. There's so many. It takes so long to get back up. Okay. And finally, we have the elf side. Elf/fawn side. Okay. So let's start with Drelly and Lord Dewford. So Drelly, she is a fawn. She's a sylvan fawn, I believe. So she's a mix of like, her motifs are like, she's a fox fawn, so she's like a fox snout and paws and stuff, but her hair is like made up of leaves. She's still very elven. She's part of the country that is being like oppressed and kind of like a cultural genocide kind of thing by Lord Dewford. Not him, but his parents. He's like the heir to the, I think it's like a baron. No, it's a duchy. I don't know. I don't remember. It's very complex. But anyways, so she was taken. So he's like a, I don't know. I don't remember the story very well. I'm really doing a good job telling this. But she was very special for her culture. She was kind of like a spiritual, maybe not leader, icon, somewhere in there. I'm not exactly sure. She was very special to her society. And somehow, I don't know how, I haven't gotten that far in the story with Bones. Because of something she did, possibly, Lord Dewford, so this mage, so just like an elf guy with magic, he was turned into a bear. So he's just like a little bear. And she's been kidnapped from her people, and she's been put into like his manor, and they're supposed to get married. I think she's older than him. I think he's like a teenager, and she's like 18, 19 kind of. And she doesn't want to be there. She doesn't speak their language. Her name is Drelly, but they call her Daisy because they can't pronounce her name, so they just like change it to their language and call her Daisy. It's really cruddy. So she's kind of forced there, and she's trying to make the best of it and like befriend him, but he's a little butthead who's upset because she turned him into a bear. Beauty of Beast coded. I know, I'm like, I don't know where this is going, but my hope is they will one day become friends, maybe, and he'll learn the error of his ways. But right now, I love Drelly. She's baby. Again, I don't know a whole lot about her, but I feel like she will get Blorbo status along with Edgewise and them. I love Drelly. Dewford, I feel like he'll grow. I'm gonna put him in he's okay. Because he is a kid. I think he's like 14, between like 14 and 16, so he has room to grow. He could become better. But right now, he's okay. Now, for the boys. So these are some of the main characters for another sect of the story. So this is Larkspur. He is a drow. So he is like a dark elf kind of thing. He's a mage. He has a mage appearance, so very elven. But if he was a fawn, he would have like a crow appearance, I believe, or crow or raven. But he's very mage-like. But he didn't have any magic manifest. So he wanted to become an alchemist. I don't exactly understand it. It's kind of complicated. But basically, he wanted to... So, mages have, like, innate power. And an alchemist is someone who uses, like, technology to kind of, like, control that magic. So he was really interested in alchemy. He wanted to become, like, an alchemist's apprentice. But he works in, like, a bookbinder shop with his father. He has an adoptive father who is a Sylvan Fawn. Is he a Sylvan Fawn? Yeah. Yeah, he is. I think. But yeah, he was adopted. He works in the bookbindery. And yeah. So eventually in the story, he will awaken his magical powers. He does have them. And he gets taken to the palace where he meets Prince Delamericles, whose name is impossible to spell. And he is a divine elf. So he is a mage. So he has magic. He has the very elven appearance. He's got like, he's very shiny. He's very pearlescent in his skin. He's got like scales and stuff on his skin. Not actual scales, but like a pattern that looks like it. And then he's got like shiny glossy hair that's like opalescent. So eventually these two will meet and become friends. And I can't go into more because it's very spoilery. But in my heart, they are boyfriends, you know? Yeah. And if he was a fawn, he would have a deer-like appearance. But because he's a mage, he has the elf-like appearance. Friends. They were roommates. They are definitely sweet baby angels. Larkspur is very shy. He's like a shy, nerdy boy with anxiety, which I understand. And then Delamericles is a himbo. He's like a beautiful himbo. He likes sports, and that's it. And he's kind of nice and dumb. So that's my tier list. We did it. Okay. That's it. Boyfriends, but one day the space might be deleted. Exactly. I did it. Okay, is there anything I want to switch around? Let's see, Aaron, Lul. Yes, 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 yes. I might move him down. I still love him. But he's kind of in this area. He's with my grumpy dads. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Chris is kind of equal with Margie. And Dill's kind of equal. Drac and Chroma. I might move them down. Lord Lemon Loaf. I might move him down. Chris, Rowe, Lefty. Lefty's got to move up. Lefty's got to move up. Yeah. Pip. Yep, 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 yep. I'll only move these to the bottom because I don't know them super well yet. Saber, yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Monster Dad I might move up. I like him a lot. Do I like Nikki more than Sandu? No. Alexi, Rennie. Aerith. I think I like him a bit more. I think Dusty's gotta move up. Otune, Serena. It's hard. A lot of these are kind of tied, so it's a little hard to move them around. I wanted to move... I think Mordecai goes more to the bottom. Same with Furlius. And these girls. Stanley and Clyde... I think I'm gonna... Okay, I feel kind of bad. I think I'm gonna move them to second favorite child status. I think Chester goes above them. I think Vankilla and Orinar... Oh, Chester goes up the front. Clyde and Stanley, there just isn't a lot about them. I love them dearly, but they don't have a lot of info. Yeah, they can go here. Liam, Eleanor, Azalea, Emerald, James. Silver can move up. I like Silver a lot. I'll be real. Yeah. Durin. Yeah. Paisley can move down. He's kind of boring. I think she can move back too. Yeah. Alex. Yeah. I think Finch can move up. Danny's kind of boring. I might move her down. I think Danny and Paisley are actually down here, now that I think about it more. Lyra, Alwyn, I think Delilah too. Furlius. Okay, I hate to be that guy, but I don't think these guys are my Blorbos. I think they're just in my second favorite children, you know? Climbing the ranks. I love Dusty. He's so good. He's a Blorbo. Okay, I won't mess around with this too much. I think I might move some of these into like I like them. I think part of it with like the Fairy Kingdom one, it's like it's just been a while, so I don't really remember them a whole lot. Fairy Queen, I'll move her down. James, I liked him a lot. Katie, Elsie, Lydia. Socrates, Titan. I think Titan goes up more. I like Titan a lot. Ilaris, sure. Zelda, Maria. Ruby, Graham. Papillon, Zara. I think Papillon could go to I like him. I like her concept really more than her character. I think Pearl and Crystal can move down just because they're kind of... I don't know much about them. I'll move Pillow Bear down. She's not really my favorite. Lucas, Ona, Jinx, Albert. Angel's cute. Flurry, Taffeta, Dove, Ballad, Danny, Paisley, Zara. Maria might move up. Lars can move up too. Yeah. I think that's good. Then I like Fidget. Fidget I might move up to second favorite child. I like Fidget a lot. Maud, Bandit, Crow, Arya, Jana, Nora, Glissa, Visha, Fairy Queen, Pearl. Yep. 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 I think Olivia, I'll move her down. I think I'll move Granny Bog down too. And then some of these characters that I don't know a whole lot about. Yeah, I think that works. I'll move this guy down. They're okay. Lord Duford, Piper, Jack, Magpie. I'll move her up. I'll move Evan up. I'll move Ira up. Aspen, Brooke, Archie, Samantha, Liam's dog, Unleath, Paula, Rowan, Gwen. Yeah. I'm gonna put some of these in I don't really know. Because there's some of them where, like, I only kind of vaguely remember them. Sorry, Becca. And then Bernard. Who else? Bernard. Samantha. Momo. Reference Samantha. I'll put in I don't really know. I don't really remember. These are fine. Hell's fine. Thistle. I'll move Thistle up. That's fine. Yeah, and then for I Hate Them, Sybil, Seraphine. Seraphine, I'll put in I don't really remember. I don't have too much hate, but she was a bad person. Sybil, Dada, Walter, Soriel, The Witch, Doyle, Ira's mom, Evan's mom, Edith, so Juliet's mom, Juliet's dad, Layson, Lenora, Lord Baguette, Mithril, Liar, Kamiri, Luna. I think I hate her more. Most hated. I can't believe Hal is above the moms. Okay, my reasoning for that is Hal's like a force of nature. You know, like he's bad, he sucks, he's evil, but he's also like, it's like being mad at a thunderstorm, you know? And then here's a bunch of characters I don't really remember. I discovered who Cress was. So Cress is from Avo. She's the daughter of Serena and Odar. There's not much to her. I'll just put, I don't really know. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this list. I think this works. I've got a lot of Blorbos. I've got a lot of sweet babies. Yeah. The thing is, with a lot of these, I could go through and be really careful about how I rank them within each tier, but a lot of them are just kind of same level, you know? But yeah, so that's my tier list. That's my tier list of all our babies. Aaron is number 1. He's my favorite. He's my sweet baby Angle. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. I did it. I'm really excited to go through this with Bones and we look at each other's tier lists. I'm excited to see what he chose. So yeah, thank you all for joining. Make sure you all create your own character tier lists and share them in the Discord because I want to see. For one, I want to see all your OCs and I want to see how much you love them. Yes. Alright, goodbye everybody. Thanks for watching. Mwah.